when I go to his house and knock on the door, I didn't have to knock but once.
Right.
He jerks that door open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I serve him. And then after I serve him and he wants to argue and fight with me, I just walk off and leave him standing there cussing at himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cussing me, and because he don't know for sure that it was me who done it.
Right.
He just has a suspicion it was me.
And welcome back to another episode of True Stories from a Real Private Eye. I'm your host, Vinnie Coppola. With me, as always, is Lynn Lambdin, a real private investigator right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it, each and every one of you. Thanks again. If you haven't yet, hey, hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out. And leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think of the podcast? Hey, Lynn.
How you doing today, Vinny?
I'm good, buddy. What do you got for us this week?
Well, Vinny, I was thinking about it a little bit, and I was thinking about this gentleman that an attorney called me up one day, and he said, I got to serve for you. They never call me first for some reason.
Yeah.
So they've been trying to serve this guy for a while.
Yeah.
And they said the statute is running, and we need to get him served.
Yeah.
And they said, we've had this other guy trying to serve him, but they just couldn't get him served. And I said, well, great. So, if you'd have called me first, it would have been a lot easier because I would have just surprised him.
Yeah.
I says, but you always have to call some other Yahoo that
They're
likes
trying to save money, Lynn. They're trying to save money.
Well, I'm not that expensive, Vinny.
Yeah, but you are more expensive than this dupe.
They call some Yahoo who wants to show up,
Yeah.
and that wants to show up like a cowboy and wants everybody in the neighborhood to know that he's a private investigator. He shows up with signs on his car, blowing his horn and going, hey, I'm a private investigator. I'm a process server. I'm here to serve you.
Yeah.
That don't work.
Right. Right.
And, I show up dressed like a bum.
Yeah.
and I put the papers in my pocket or I hide them behind my arm or something so you can't see them. I roll them up and put them behind my arm so you can't see them.
Yeah.
And I act like I'm lost when I'm standing at your door.
Yeah.
And I'll just shuffle my clothes and mess my hair up so when you look through the peephole, you're going, what is this bum doing here?
Yeah.
And when you open the door, I'll just surprise you and go, here's your papers.
Yeah.
And then I turn and run.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there to talk or argue or fight with you. I'm just there to give you notice.
Right. Right. Right.
So this guy's already so since they've already had the sheriff and somebody else try to serve him, he knows I'm coming.
Yeah.
So he's got the doors locked tight. You can't get near him, and so I have to figure out a way to try and serve him. So I try all my tricks and nothing's working. So I start doing background work on him. And I notice that every time I go to his house, he's got tags on his car. So you got to keep in mind that if you live in the Atlanta or the metro area, we have to have an admissions on our car. Every year we have to pay $25 and get an admissions on our car. And if your car has any little glitch, it costs you a fortune to go get it worked on.
Yeah.
And exactly. Well, this guy, what he done was he went and he got a P.O. box about 70 miles outside of Atlanta in Dahlonega, Georgia. You can go to these mailbox etceteras and stuff and get a mailbox there, and it makes it look like a home address.
Right.
Well, what he done is he went and got one, and he tagged all of his cars at this mailbox etc.
Yeah.
So, but he lived inside the city of Atlanta, or right outside the city of Atlanta, but he lived in one of the counties where you have to get an admissions. So he was avoiding all of the admissions, the high insurance.
Oh.
Well, see, if you live in Dahlonega,
Yeah.
exactly. But if you live in Dahlonega, Georgia, your insurance is about a third of what it is if you live in Atlanta, because there's less wrecks, there's less traffic,
Yeah.
a lot less vehicles.
Yeah.
So he was getting a big break on everything.
Yeah.
So by this idiot hiding from me and causing me to do background work on him. See, I would have never done any background work on him if he would have just accepted the service. Because I had a guy the other day ask me, he goes, "You're a private investigator." He goes, "You probably looked up and seen all about my background." I said, "Who's paying me to do it?" He said, "What are you talking about? Who's paying you to do it?"
Yeah.
I said, "I'm not looking up anything unless you're paying me, buddy."
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, "I've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah.
I said, if I'm not being paid, I'm not doing anything on you for a hobby."
Yeah.
I said, I don't.
You think too much of yourself, pal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't. Now, maybe when I was first in the business,
Yeah.
I may be a little curious and would look up things on people.
Yeah.
But after 30 years in the business, I don't look up anything on anybody.
Unless they're avoiding you, in which case you're going to look some stuff up that'll make it easier to serve them.
Exactly. Yeah. So I go and start doing background work on this idiot and find out that so
he's
what do I?
The law. You find out that he's breaking the law.
So what do I do? I go and report him.
Yeah.
so I go and report him to the Department of Driver Services.
Good for you.
I go report him to his insurance company.
Yeah.
I go report him to everybody.
Yeah.
So now he starts getting phone calls at his house.
Yeah.
His insurance company's calling him going, do you live in Cobb County or do you live in Dahlonega? Because this address we have for you in Dahlonega, we got an email saying it's a P.O. box, it's a mailbox, etc., and we got pictures of the place. So the next time I show up to serve him, he's angry.
I bet.
Yeah. So now when I go to his house and knock on the door, I didn't have to knock but once.
Right.
He jerks that door open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I serve him.
Yeah. Then you serve him.
And then after I serve him and he wants to argue and fight with me, I just walk off and leave him standing there cussing at himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cussing me, and because he don't know for sure that it was me who done it.
Right.
He just has a suspicion it was me.
Yeah.
And he doesn't yet know. He just thinks that it was. He just thinks that it's the mailbox with the tag.
Yeah.
No, actually, he doesn't know about the tag yet. Only thing he knows is that it was his insurance company. His insurance company contacted him.
Yeah.
He didn't yet know that I had reported his tag.
Right.
He didn't know that he was getting ready to get a letter in the mail from the Department of Driver Services about his cars not being inspected and all this. He didn't realize that was coming.
Right.
So he told the attorney for his insurance company that he didn't get served. That he said that wasn't me. That was my brother-in-law that he served.
Oh, for crying out loud!
But what he didn't realize, which he was an idiot, is that his driveway was at the end. His house sat here, and his driveway was at the end of his house. But I parked where that my car was facing his door, so it was kind of like I pulled in at the curb where that my front of the car was pointing at his house. Well, the reason I done it is because I had a camera. I have a dash cam, and I use my dash cam to video what I'm doing.
Right.
And see, I didn't even tell my attorney that I'd served the papers for that I had it on dash cam.
Right.
So, and the reason I didn't is because I knew that he was going to say that it wasn't him.
Yeah, of course.
So I just let it go. And sure enough, 3 or 4 days after I served the papers and turned my affidavit in, I get the phone call. The attorney says, "Lynn," he says that wasn't him you served. That was his brother-in-law. Yeah. I said, "Would you like the The dash cam? He said, yes, I would.
This episode is brought to you by Simple Funding LLC. For all of your pre-settlement funding needs, contact Simple Funding LLC to receive your money promptly. They're a customer-centric legal funding company that provides exceptional funding solutions at affordable rates. Simple Funding covers a diverse range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, worker compensation, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and more. They recognize that life goes on and you need to access your funds immediately, which is why they offer clients a swift and efficient process with minimal documentation requirements. For more information, visit simplefundingllc.com or contact them directly at 678-855-6232.
And it was hilarious. On the dash cam, you could see me standing there, and I keep doing this.
Right.
And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want the dash cam to pick him up.
Right.
And if I'm standing here like this,
yeah,
the dash cam, yeah. So I keep doing this, and the idiot can't figure out what I'm doing.
Right.
He's just screaming and yelling at me, and my car's parked out here like this, and I keep going, moving out of the way.
Smile.
Exactly. Yeah. So I keep moving.
Yeah.
So that the camera can pick it up.
Yeah.
So the camera, the camera picked it up, and it sure enough, it was him. You could tell it good enough that it was him. It picked up a good enough picture that it was him.
Well, plus him screaming at you and cursing you as you walked away. That kind of gives it away too, that he served the right person.
Exactly. Yeah. So I never said anything. I didn't tell the attorney what I'd done with the DMV or the insurance company.
Right.
So about 2 weeks later, I'm sitting at my desk working, and the phone rings, and I look over at my caller ID on my cell phone, and it's the attorney. And I said, well, it's either one of two things. The insurance company is called the attorney and has yelled at him because I turned him into the DMV, mm-hmm. or he has another job for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you can't guess which one it was.
The insurance company called. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so the defense counsel called the attorney I work for and wanted to know, and I quote, why in the hell I would call the DMV and report him.
Yeah.
Because he was running from me.
Yeah.
Listen, and here's what I told the attorney. I called the attorney and I said, look, you had somebody else try to serve him. He knows it's coming. He's hiding from me. When you call me, you told me that he was going to hide from me. I asked you if you cared if I made him mad to serve him, and you said no. Yeah. Do whatever you had to do to serve him.
Right.
I said I had to make him mad to make him open the door.
Yeah.
He said, you're right. That's what I told you. And I said, I made him mad, and he opened the door.
Yeah.
And I said, so he served. What more do you want? He said, no, he said, you broke no laws. He said, you're allowed to report him for breaking the law.
Yeah.
And he said, the guy served. He said, you got it on video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, if I'm asking open court, if I call the DMV and emailed his insurance company, I will honestly answer that question. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And that's what made him, and what I did was I went on the computer and I typed in the address, and on the maps you can put in the name of the company, or you can type in the address and do an overview of the area, and it will show you an overview, and type in the name of the company. It said the UPS store and had the address right below it, and it had the address there. Mm-hmm. And that's what I sent to his insurance company.
Yeah.
So he had to get Cobb County tags.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So, and from what I understand, the insurance company was going to make him go back and pay back.
Yeah.
So So he had been paying a reduced rate, so they
Yeah.
were going to make him go back and pay uh, the difference in the rates for like 2 years.
Yeah, I know you probably don't know the answer to this, but I would love to know if that was successful. That would have been great.
But what, making him pay the
Yeah, what did they make him do it, or do you even know?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
that's right.
They wouldn't tell us that.
Yeah, yeah.
They wouldn't tell
Well, he
us
got
that.
what he deserved, man. I mean,
He got what he deserved.
he's gaming the system, man.
Yep.
And you know what? I know I said it before. I'll say it again. Hey, I dig the hustle. I get it. But hey, you play, you pay, man. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, Vinny, I tell people all the time.
Yeah,
I work car accidents a lot.
yeah,
I work a lot of car accidents because I work with a lot of car accident attorneys. And people will say to me, "Look, I'm working under the table. Should I report my lost wages?" I say, "No, don't report. If you're getting paid cash, do not report your lost wages,
yeah,
because if you report your lost wages, and the insurance company says, okay, produce me some paperwork showing your lost wages, then that insurance company now you have put on paper that you're losing wages.
yeah,
You're not paying taxes on that.
yeah.
Now you've created a paper trail of you working and not paying taxes.
Right, right.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Just take the loss. If you lost a couple days work because of it, take the loss and shut up.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, is it worth the potential of the IRS getting a hold of that and auditing you?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because once again, you might get some a-hole like me, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
you might be trying to squeeze a couple $100 out of an insurance company, and some a-hole like me go, nah, I'm not going to put up with that.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Because, and then you might get somebody that just says, I'm not even going to look into it and just pay it. I don't know.
right, right. Yeah. Hey, the moral of this story is: do not piss Lynn off. Just accept the serve.
Well, if you're doing something dirty,
Yeah,
just don't do anything to bring it to light.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just accept your punishment or accept your karma and go on.
yeah,
That's the best thing to do.
yeah, yeah. Don't bring it to light.
Yeah, don't force it into the light.
Yeah,
Vinny, that's amazing. It's so amazing that these people are so cocky and so arrogant that they're saying, I'm doing all this other crap and I'm going to shove it in your face and there's nothing you can do about it.
right.
Watch me.
Yeah,
Watch me.
yeah, yeah.
Just watch what I do.
Yeah, well, somebody starts doing something, some illegal crap or some shady crap, and they get away with it for like a couple of months, even 6 months, maybe a year. They do start to get a little fucking attitude. They get a little cocky about it, and suddenly they think they're entitled to everything, and that's when they get stupid.
Yep.
When they start, like, hey man, don't tell anybody, but listen, I got this thing going. I mean, even if they do something as stupid as that, but usually it's not that obvious. It's something as stupid as refusing service.
Yep.
Because you've told other stories about people who were being difficult, which forced you to do some research. You found out about a little something shady about them, and now they're in all kinds of trouble.
Yep. Yep.
I just think that's hilarious.
Well, look at the flip side of this, Vinny. If this guy would have accepted his service, it costed him nothing because he had insurance.
Right.
All he had to do was accept the service, turn it over to his insurance company,
and keep paying low insurance.
And keep paying low insurance.
Yeah. Keep paying that Delaniga insurance.
See, whether he accepted service or not,
yeah,
the accident happened. there was nothing that could have, I mean, it had already been reported to his insurance company.
Yeah.
He already took the ding on his insurance. So it wasn't like serving him was not going to harm him anymore.
Right.
The serving him was only to take it to court to let the judge determine or let the court system determine how much the person was going to be paid for their injuries.
Yeah.
It had already been reported to his insurance company that he was at fault. He already received the ticket. He had already paid the ticket for the accident. So it wasn't going to hurt his driving record anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So by running from it and making me do research harmed him more than accepting it at the door.
I know. It's so ridiculous. See, here's a guy who was smart enough to come up with this plan to save money on insurance, but dumb enough to make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? Just, I mean, and if I had to make a judgment call, I would say more dumb than stupid. I mean, more dumb than smart. Sorry.
Yeah.
More dumb than smart.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. He thought that since he come up with this plan to save all this money, that he was brilliant and he was going to hide from it. Yeah. But he wasn't smart enough to think it through.
Yeah.
So what if I get caught doing this? What is the repercussions?
Yeah.
He's going to lose the benefit. He's going to have to go back and pay 2 years of back pay that he ripped the insurance company off for.
Yeah.
And then then the state is going to find out that he's been ripping them off by not getting the admissions. And I don't know what that cost him.
Well, I mean, isn't insurance fraud a felony?
Yeah, insurance fraud is a felony.
He might have went to jail over it.
Well, he could. But you know what? That would be insurance fraud.
Yeah.
But if he goes back and pays the back pay for the 2 years he ripped him off, then they wouldn't come after him criminally. They wouldn't come after him criminally.
They'd probably, hey, well, just pay us and you'll be fine.
Yeah, trust me, Vinny. They want the money more than they want him charged criminally for it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Insurance companies are not about getting you charged. They're more about getting their money.
Yeah.
They want their money more than they want anything.
Yeah.
They're about the money.
Insurance is a necessary evil in some cases, and it's thank God for it. I mean, when we had that water damage to our house, if it wasn't for insurance, man, we'd still have a screwed up ceiling and the screwed up floors.
Yeah.
But I always think about, I mean, can you imagine the guy, the genius who came up with insurance and then told his buddies, hey, look, man, I got this idea. I'm going to sell people the idea to pay me every month. And if something happens, then they'll get a little bit of money.
Yep.
I mean, especially life insurance,
Yeah.
You pay me until you die and then your family gets the money. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that, pal.
But I think the conversation went more like, we're going to convince people to pay us money until they wreck their car.
Yeah.
And then we're going to screw them out of fixing it.
Yeah, that's how it went. That's for sure.
That's how it went.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out the way we want it to, we'll pay lawmakers to pass laws.
Yeah.
So we don't have to fix the car.
Right.
And if that don't work, then we'll pay lawmakers to force them to pay us to make them carry insurance.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many stories I have heard from people who, I had an accident last year. I'm still waiting on my check.
Yep.
And all they get is the runaround from the insurance. Oh, yeah. No. It's processing. No, we still haven't got the H71 form.
Yep.
Back from the third floor. When we get that, we'll give you a call. I mean, I can't tell you how many stories I've heard about that.
Yep.
This episode is brought to you by the Accident Attorneys of Monge and Associates, voted the best law firm by the American Institute of Trial Lawyers. When life hits you hard with a serious injury, don't let insurance companies hit you harder with lowball offers and endless runaround. You deserve justice. You deserve compensation. You deserve to win. The accident attorneys of Monge and Associates have a high-powered legal team with a nationwide reach and the highest rating on the National Attorney Rating Service. Trial Magazine calls them one of the most influential law firms in America. They win big. Big results at trial court, appeals court, the state Supreme Court, and are recognized as award-winning litigators of the year. The accident attorneys of Monge and Associates handle everything so you can heal. Don't face this battle alone. The aftermath of an accident is traumatic enough. Medical bills pile up, pain overwhelms, emotions run high, and that's where they step in to shoulder the legal fight while you focus on what truly matters. Your recovery. They are the first law firm to offer a bigger settlement guarantee. If they can't beat the amount of your current settlement with a bigger settlement offer, your legal fees are free. Ready to win your case? Find out in one phone call if you have a case and how much your case is really worth. Call the accident attorneys of Monge and Associates today at 1-888-477-0597 or visit them online at becauseyouwanttowin.com.
The court system is so corrupt in this country.
Yeah, I know.
It is so corrupt. I could tell you stories all day long.
Well, you've told a lot of stories on this podcast, and that was the first I heard of it, and it all makes sense to me.
But our court system, along with everything else, if our court system wasn't so corrupt, things would be a lot smoother.
Oh, for sure.
But our politicians and our court system is so corrupt that
well, it's all one hand washes the other. You know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's it goes round and round and round, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, the insurance company is giving me a kickback on this. He goes, I'll give you a little bit of it if you just make sure that this thing goes through. I mean, it's all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Over and over and over and over again. It's unbelievable. It's just,
it's depressing.
I grew up such a simple life. I grew up in the country. I just grew up a country boy, and I was just taught to treat people right and to do the right thing. And I moved to Atlanta, and people, I was given the nickname Jethro. That's how country I was when I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then I got into the PI world and working in the legal industry, and I realized that how corrupt the system that we work in really is.
Yeah.
And I've told you stories about going to court and having cases dropped just because of who I knew. I didn't even know the person dropping the case. It was just because we knew the same mutual person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, oh, you know that person? Oh, yeah. He was my mentor as a PI. Oh, I went to law school with him. Let me see what I can do for you. And
yeah.
And they dropped a speeding ticket, and you know, and I went to the same guy that they dropped the ticket for me. He wasn't even there, and I go to another court, and he's there, and he says, "Oh, you got a ticket? Let me see what I can do. Just throw it right here." And he comes back and he goes, "You can leave." I said, "Well, where's my ticket?" He goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's taken care of. Leave." Are you sure? Yeah. Don't worry about it. We're buddies. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
and the ticket's gone.
Yeah. Good old boy system.
Good old boy system. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's happened many times.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
But those are the small things. But you know. There's huge things. I mean, in the city of Atlanta, I told you there was a judge and a prosecutor that you would pay $10,000 to the prosecutor, and the prosecutor would drop your DUI, and they got caught, and the prosecutor actually killed himself.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, and the judge, I don't remember what happened to the judge, but that was in the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And there was a very smart defense counsel in Fulton County. He subpoenaed, you know, everything's recorded in the courts, and he subpoenaed the records down there, or subpoenaed the recordings, and he found out that the prosecutor was talking to the judge about other cases that he wasn't allowed to talk about,
Huh. Yeah.
and got his client off. And there was a bunch of sanctions about it. So what was happening is the prosecutor during downtime was talking to the judge about cases that he wasn't supposed to be talking to. See, the judge is supposed to be independent, impartial. So the judge is not allowed to talk about your case to the prosecutor at any time about your case, about anything.
Right.
So if he talks about your case, your attorney's allowed to be there.
Yeah.
So he subpoenaed these recordings from the courtroom and found out that the prosecutor had been talking about his case when he wasn't present. So he won the case, and a lot of other people got their cases dropped because of it also, and the judge got sanctioned on it. And
good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but why is the prosecutor allowed to do this?
Yeah, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be doing it.
But no matter how you look at it, and people will argue, but the prosecutor and the judge works for the same people. Well, they go, well, that's different funds. It comes out of different funds. They're paid by different funds but no, they're not. They're paid by the county.
Right.
The judge is paid by the county, and
right.
The prosecutor is paid by the county. Put it in different accounts and pay them out of the different accounts, but it's still the county.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, it's still paid by the county.
Yeah.
So
it just shouldn't be going on.
Well, no. If you want to be fair about it, the judge should be, shouldn't be employed by the county at all. It should be a different body. It should be a different body, and they shouldn't be housed in the courthouse. They should be, they should drive to the courthouse, come in, and go to the bench, and they shouldn't have an office at the courthouse. Their office should be somewhere off campus.
Yeah.
And the prosecutor should not have access to them at all.
Yeah.
But they do. The prosecutor has access to them.
You hear stories about, I'm golfing with him this weekend.
Exactly.
I'm golfing with the judge this weekend. You don't think that there's like side negotiations going on? Hey, man, I got a case coming up with you, and next week, and look, here's the details, blah blah blah. If you don't think that shit goes on, you're crazy.
Vinnie, I go to the judge's chambers all the time and get orders signed.
Yeah.
And you would be surprised at how many times that I have went to the judge's chambers and seen the prosecutor sitting there laughing, or the DA sitting there just having a good old time with the judge,
having a little drink.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you'll see, you'll see canters of liquor in the judge's chambers.
Yeah.
I've never seen them having a drink with anybody, but I have seen the canters, where they take the liquor out of the bottle and put it in the decanter.
Yeah.
I've seen them in there, and I'm sure that they've had drinks with the prosecutors, and attorneys also. But you'd be surprised at how many times I've seen the DA or the prosecutor sitting there having a drink or having a conversation, laughing and having a good time with the judge.
Yeah,
but you'd be shocked. Yeah,
shocked but not surprised.
Now I'll tell you what I've never seen.
What?
I've never seen a defense counsel sitting there having a good time with the judge.
Yeah.
And as many times as I've been in the judge's chambers, I've never had a joke with the judge or laughed and had a good time, or I've never talked about golfing. Now, one time I did say, I hope the Bulldogs get beat.
Yeah.
And he said, me too.
Yeah.
But the reason I said I hope the Bulldogs get beat is because I seen the opposing team's mascot, a picture of the mascots there on the wall.
And you knew they were playing soon. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to get my order signed, so I was trying to suck up.
There you go.
So I was just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So he was an Alabama fan, so I was just I was just trying to play favors with him. That's all I was
Just
doing.
trying to get just trying to get out of the office. Just sign this so I can go, please.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Roll
right.
Tide, whatever I have to say.
Matter of fact, I was hoping that Georgia walked all over Alabama. I was just,
Of course.
I was just trying to do the right thing.
I hear you.
But if I would have said that, he may not have signed my order.
For sure. Well, you got to do what you got to do. That's what I say.
That's right. You got to do what you got to do, especially when you're in the judge's chambers and you're wanting him to sign an order for you to serve somebody that needs to be served.
Absolutely. This was another fun one, Lynn. I love hearing these stories about guys who do something stupid and get in more trouble.
Yeah, me too,
All
Vinnie.
they had to do was accept the service. I love these. These are my favorites. But hey, if you want to laugh some more, check me out online. If you like stand-up and goofy videos, you can find all my links on my website, which is www.vinnie.com. That's VINNIE.com. If you need to surveil someone, if you need to serve someone papers, if you're looking for someone and you can't find them, if you need the services of a private investigator, ladies and gentlemen, Lynn Lambdin is the best. Tell them your website, Lynn.
www.lwias.com. That is lwias.com.
Yes. And hey, thank you, Simple Funding, for sponsoring this episode, and the Accident Attorneys of Monge and Associates. If you have any legal funding needs, if you need an accident attorney, please call these services and let them know you heard about them on the podcast. And hit that subscriber button if you can. We do appreciate it. But thanks for being here. We'll see you next week.